Shambhaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's son, whose courage spurred the Marathas, an amazing Maratha about whom everyone should know, especially Marathas. He was born on May 14, 1657. He is the eldest son of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. His name is Chhatrapati Shambhaji Maharaj. Now coming to his life, from start to end, only struggle, struggle and only struggle. At the age of 2, his mother Sai Bhai Bhosle passed away. Grandmother Jijabai, who were the mother of Shivaji Maharaj, took the responsibility of Shambhaji Maharaj. Guys, literally I am confused from where to start and end. An amazing kid about whom everyone should know. Till the age of 13, he learned 13 different languages like Sanskrit, regional languages, Portuguese, British English, Mughal languages, South Indian languages and all Deccan languages. He wrote numerous Shastras. Listen closely guys. He did not read numerous Shastras. He literally wrote many Shastras like Buddha Bhushan and many Shastras where he described about the Raigarh forts and about the Lord Ganesha in a very beautiful way. Not only in Shastra, he was also master of horse riding, armory, archery and bodybuilding. Actually, if you observe clearly, it is a very rare combination of Shastra and Shastra, which means he was master in Shastra and he was also powerful physically. This is very rare combination of high power educationally and physically. Normally, who are master in Shastra, they are weak in Shastra, and who are good in Shastra will be weak in Shastra. An awesome combined mixtured kid who reads and also writes the Shastras as well as powerful physically. At the age of 16, he fought his first battle of Ramnagar, which he won with his 60 kg sword. Normal typical kids wish to spend time with their father, but Shivaji Maharaj was very busy in fighting with the Mughals. But once when Shambhaji Maharaj were 9 years old, Shivaji Maharaj said, "Let's go to meet the emperor of the biggest empire of India, Aurangzeb," and took that 9-year-old kid on the horse and travelled almost 1250 kilometers. They finally reached Agra and met Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb literally shocked. In one side there is the emperor of 4 million square kilometer land, in other side there was 9-year-old kid. Then Aurangzeb insulted them a lot and kept them in jail. After some time, Shambhaji Maharaj made Shivaji Maharaj to go out of the jail secretly, and after some days he also vanished from the jail. At the age of 10, he was being sent to Maharaj of Amer to learn about the political alliances. These both incidents were enough for him and he immediately started to get ready. If we observe, for every single successful emperor, there will be an awesome and intelligent consultant. For example, Chandragupta Maurya had Chanakya, Akbar had Birbal, and Sri Krishna Deva Raya had Tenali Raman. In the same way, for Shambhaji Maharaj, Kavi Kalash from Ujjain was appointed as chief counselor for Shambhaji Maharaj. Kavi Kalash changed the way of thinking of Shambhaji Maharaj through his poetry. He used to destroy the walls of the way of thinking of Shambhaji Maharaj. Hence, it made the mind of Shambhaji Maharaj into an uncountable and unstoppable level. Father Shivaji were very busy in fighting with the Mughals, and from the backside, Shambhaji Maharaj started looking after Raigarh forts at the age of 19. Finally, at the age of 23, Shivaji Maharaj, the Veer Maratha, died. Immediately, he did not waste a minute of time and started to get ready. There was the largest fort of Aurangzeb in Aurangabad. Then Shambhaji Maharaj started to think, there is lack of money. If I destroy that fort at the first attempt, then their wealth will decrease and our wealth will increase. Immediately after this thought, he got ready for the battle. As our guess, he won as well. After this big defeat and big loot, Aurangzeb got very shocked and thought, he is only 23-year-old kid. How can he do that? He immediately called his strongest general, Hussain Ali Khan, and ordered for the battle. Aurangzeb provided 20,000 elephants, horses and soldiers, and Aurangzeb said, finish him. Hussain Ali Khan said, 2 दिन में खत्म कर दूंगा, which means he will kill him in just 2 days. In another side, Marathas were so fast and got ready for the battle. The Shambhaji Maharaj had an awesome leadership and courage, which motivated his army to fight like tigers. Now coming to the topic, it took almost 1 year for Hussain Ali Khan to do nothing. king and said hum haar gaye, which means we lost. Aurangzeb appointed many generals and attacked on him in 1680, 1681, 1682. Continuously every year there was an attack, but finally result was defeat. Do you know one fact that in the whole history maybe he is the only ruler who fought almost won 20 battles in just 9 years and also won all of the battles without losing even one. Aurangzeb thought, I have total control on the northern side, but I am not in control for the Deccan region. He wanted the Deccan region. When he started to move towards today's Maharashtra, Aurangzeb tried to sign a treaty with the Portuguese in the Goa to get support from the water naval forces as well. Aurangzeb was also very fast. He thought he would take the support from the north, keep Portuguese in support and also take support from the south side and surround them from all sides. Anyways, he's a kid. But when Shambhaji Maharaj got the notice about this, then he firstly entered Goa and killed all Portuguese forces in a very strong way and came back. Afterwards, again he started to get ready for the battle. According to me, the biggest achievement of Shambhaji Maharaj would be that he made Mughals to run along the Marathas for all 9 years, and Aurangzeb had to leave north and come here. He was getting ready for the battle and Shambhaji Maharaj were also preparing. He made the Mughals to chase Marathas for several years. Here 8 lakhs of soldiers with the Mughals and only 20,000 Maratha soldiers. Aurangzeb tried to catch him from here and there and fought many battles. Aurangzeb lost all the battles against the Marathas, but actually Shambhaji Maharaj kept Aurangzeb busy in the Deccan region and started to capture the areas in the northern side of Punjab, Bundelkhand and Rajasthan. There he got 9 years of gap, which was enough for him to start rising independent powers of Marathas. And our country's Hindu king came back to fight with the Mughals. Shambhaji Maharaj confused Aurangzeb in such a way that he kept searching and chasing Marathas. Finally, the goal and the dream of Aurangzeb about capturing the whole country was left from his control. But Aurangzeb was not that easily being defeated. He again started to empower the forces of Portuguese in the Goa. He took support of the king of Mysore and he also took the support of the Siddhis. He started to surround Marathas from all sides again. But in other side, Shambhaji Maharaj were small by age, but age was not a big deal for him. He was such a courageous, confident, powerful in decision making, amazing leadership, and he also used to invent very amazing innovations. Let me tell you one of the fabulous innovations which was invented by the Shambhaji Maharaj. As they had lack of money, he called all the cobblers and the tailors in his regional area. He assembled them and he said, make rubber cloth from the trees and make arrows from the wood of their bark. Wrap that rubber cloth on the arrow in the front side and dip back side of the arrow in the oil and keep gunpowder. Finally, fire the back side of the arrow. As the rubber doesn't get easily burnt, the fire sustains for a long time, and when the arrow hits to anything, there will be a very large explosion due to the gunpowder, which destroys the enemy's equipment and the forts. In this way, he brought many new innovations. As I said, he is a mixture of strong mind and body, which led to such amazing story which I am telling you now. We should also appreciate Aurangzeb as well. He lost many times, but he didn't lost his confidence. He kept fighting many battles, and not only Mughals fought individually, they surrounded Marathas through many sides by taking support of many forces. There was a king named Chikkadeva Rai who collaborated with the Aurangzeb and completely changed his religion, land and everything into Mughals. When Shambhaji Maharaj got notice about this mission of Aurangzeb, which was called as Dharam Parivartan mission, that means changing and converting their beliefs forcefully through Mughals. After this notice, Shambhaji Maharaj strongly gave warning to every soldier of his arm that if anyone helps in Aurangzeb's Dharam Parivartan mission, then I will cut off their nerves and rupture their whole body very cruelly. I am a Maratha and I live and only work for my country. And he killed Chikkadeva Raya, Portuguese forces, and he also fought and finished Siddhis as well. By all these things, one thing was clarified in Aurangzeb's mind, that we can't finish this boy, we can't defeat him. Chhatrapati Shambhaji Bhosle recounted Aurangzeb back to back for total 9 years. Aurangzeb thought, we can't defeat him from front side, but kuch aur karna padega. which means something else should be done. Then at the time, in other side, Shambhaji Maharaj denied to pay his brother-in-law for some reasons. At that time of 1689, Ganuj Isharke gave information about the secret meeting of Shambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash, which was through a secret forest route. He gave that information to Mughals in term of revenge, and Mughals took normal 2000 people to trap Shambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash. 8 lakh people were unable of defeating Shambhaji Maharaj, but they had to lose by only normal 2000 army. Why? Because of Ganuj Isharke's cheat. They were tied by ropes. Aurangzeb was very happy from inside. They were being hanged reversely on the back of camel, and they were taken around of the whole city. They beaten them very cruelly. The Mughal generals gave orders to the people to urinate on them, and many more cruel punishments were being experienced by Shambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash. They took them to jail, and Aurangzeb asked 3 questions. Number 1, give the Maratha kingdom to me. Number 2, do Dharam Parivartan and become a Mughal. Number 3, return the whole wealth you looted from me and tell me who helped you. And I said, give me the answers, you will be alive. Be with me, you will be more strong. There was not a single % of fear in the eyes of Shambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash. Shambhaji Maharaj said, beat me how many times you want. I will not name my land to you. Kill me if you want. If I have another life, then also I will be an Maratha, he shouted. Aurangzeb got very aggressive and gave more cruel punishments. Both Shambhaji Maharaj and Kavi Kalash did not eat the food they gave and sat aside for many days. They kept on going. They started to cut off the nails. They threw mirch on their eyes directly. They took burning metal rods and inserted them in the eyes directly. They didn't say anything. There was so much of cruelty, but they were very calm. They started cutting fingers and toes. They cut off their hands, took their hair. After that, they started to taking off their skin as well. Every evening, Aurangzeb used to ask 3 questions, which we discussed. Give your wealth, land, and do Dharam Parivartan. But they were very calm aside. This cruelty gone over 40 days. Aurangzeb every day used to ask those 3 questions. At the last, Aurangzeb said, I lost before you, Shambhaji. I have 4 children. If any one of them would be like you, then the whole country would be ours. I lost before you, Shambhaji, and ordered their soldiers to cut off his body into very small pieces. They were made into pieces and stuffed in a bag, which was thrown in the bank of river. This rose the opportunity to mix up all the Marathas. They took pieces and sewed them. Finally, after that, they conducted the funeral. In this way, Chhatrapati Shambhaji Bhosle Maharaj took his last breath at March 11, 1689. But now every home became palace. Every woman started to join army, and Marathas community became one. Another battle was taken place, and his dream of capturing the Deccan was been a dream. And Aurangzeb finally took his last breath in that Deccan land which he wanted to capture. I am proud to take birth in such land where great people like Shambhaji Maharaj were born. But I am sad that our country is not recognizing such great people. Share this video to everyone. Don't off this video and go away. Like this video if you liked it. And comment your feedback, and also tell about whom else you want to know. And heartfully very thanks for watching this video. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.